I was swimming in the ocean when I looked up and saw something strange. The clouds were slowly spinning in a spiral. Right after that, my body started shrinking. I walked back to the shore feeling confused. At first, I did not think much of it, but when I got home, I realized something was wrong. My ring that used to fit tightly was now loose. Even my clothes felt bigger. That was when I understood how serious it was. The next day, I went to the hospital for a checkup. The results showed I was 10 centimeters shorter. The doctor said it was normal. He said people get shorter as they age, so I felt a little relieved. But when I took a shower at home, my ring suddenly fell off my finger. I looked closely and saw my hand had become thinner. My wife finally noticed the change too. She rushed me back to the hospital for a full scan. The doctor said my body was perfectly healthy, but they could not explain why I was shrinking. I felt extremely worried because my body was getting smaller right before my eyes. In just half a month, I was as small as a doll. Even our cat was taller than me. My wife looked annoyed every day, and my daughter could barely feel my presence. One day, my wife brought a strange man home when I saw how big he was. My whole body started shaking. I hid under the bed so I would not get stepped on. After the man left, I jumped onto the table and yelled at my wife in anger, but she did not take me seriously at all. She said I only had myself to blame. At my height, no one could stand it. My daughter felt sorry for me, so she gave me her toy house to live in. Standing inside it made me feel confident again, like I was strong once more. The next second, I covered my ears in pain because my daughter's voice was painfully loud. My eardrums almost burst. Soon my body was less than 10 centimeters tall. My wife's hand was bigger than me. At night, I could only grab the bed with my hands, so I made a climbing tool out of a fish hook. Suddenly, the cat appeared behind me. I froze in fear and got caught on the hook. The cat was ready to hunt. I pulled out my sewing needle to defend myself, but the cat was not scared at all. It chased me like a wild tiger. I quickly slipped into a door crack. The cat kept reaching in with its claws. I lost my balance and fell into the basement. Landing inside a trash can, I shouted for help. My wife could not hear me because I was too small. The cat was still watching from above when my wife saw blood on a piece of cloth. She thought I had been eaten and ran away crying. I felt completely hopeless, so I decided to save myself. I found a small hole and crawled out through it. I picked up my sewing needle for protection. Suddenly, a spider crawled out of the corner. If it caught me, I would become its food. I climbed up the stairs to escape. A pipe was leaking water. I reached out desperately to drink. The tiny drops felt refreshing, so I stood there and washed myself. The next day, I shouted toward the stairs again, but no one heard me. Then I got an idea. I used chalk to write a message on the floor. Before I even finished one word, I was already exhausted and sweating, but I kept going. After hours, I finally finished. Then I carried my needle to look for food. There was a piece of bread on a mousetrap.